Welcome back. We're now going to meet Tammy Weidinger, who's the president and CEO of Brighton Center. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Okay, well, tell us about Brighton Center and what does the organization do?
Certainly. Well, Brighton Center is a nonprofit organization, very comprehensive, that has served the Northern Kentucky community for 45 years. Our mission is to create opportunities for families and individuals to be self-sufficient. So for the average person, though, we're looked at, I think, as the place to go when you need help. We can sit down with folks, help with that initial problem, stabilize it, help people manage day to day, and then work towards the self-sufficiency. We do that through 32 different programs at 7 different departments. So that's going to be things like early childhood and education, youth services and an emergency shelter for youth, our youth leadership program, workforce development services, emergency assistance and case management, as well as a 100-bed recovery center for women out in Florence.
Wow, that's great. So with the bad economy, how has the past 3 years been like for the center?
It's been very difficult, not only for the center, but more importantly for the families we serve. The demand for our services has greatly increased. We've seen a 167% increase in services through our emergency assistance program of people needing multiple services. We've also seen significant increases in our workforce development services, particularly through the one-stop and career connections and our foreclosure prevention services. In addition to the demand going up, funding's getting a little bit tighter, so more competitive, more accountability. But in spite of everything that's been going on, we've also seen a lot of really great successes that keep the staff motivated, such as a child who leaves our early childhood program entering kindergarten ready to learn and succeed, youth who are able to be promoted to the next grade who are involved with our youth leadership class, other older youth who go back to school and get their GED or complete job training. One of the more impactful results that we've seen are women from our recovery center who literally say that program has saved their life and that they're able to be reunited with their children and their family and live a life of sobriety. So very powerful stories that keep our staff motivated.
That's wonderful. Tell us about the work as a financial opportunity center.
Well, this is a new initiative that's being funded through LISC and supported through United Way. And that's really a new way of bundling or integrating 3 sets of services, one being family and work supports that really helps families deal with those obstacles that come along the way that keep us all back. Secondly are our workforce programs that help that skill match, try to get families trained in some skill that's going to lead to a job that's in demand in the community and pays a living wage. And then our financial services that help people learn to budget and manage their money and tap into financial resources such as banks and earned income tax credit through the VITA sites.
That's great. So how can the community get involved and help out?
There's lots of ways for the community to be involved. We had over 1,400 volunteers last year at the center, and they do everything for us. So all the people have to do is get on the website, and we've got a link there to our volunteer coordinator. Secondly is groups can do some kind of drive for us in terms of collecting food or hygiene products. Diapers are always in need, and children's books is something we love to give away in our programs and build those early literacy skills with children. And lastly, if you have the means, a financial contribution, because that helps us bridge the gap. And when funding doesn't match the demand, it helps us be more reliable and be there when families need us.
Well, Tammy, thank you very much for telling us about Brighton Center.
You're welcome.
We'll be right back.